Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, my whole life, my hobby, brewing. My work, brewing.
Yeah.
Everything, always brewing. So.
Welcome to the Brewery Adventure. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Dan. We're here to dive into the world of your local brewery.
It is not just about the beer, it is about the vibe, the people, and the stories behind every tap room.
From small neighborhood spots to big bustling brew houses, we'll bring you along for the ride. So grab a pint and join us on the Brewery Adventure. Cheers!
Oh shit, I almost missed it.
That reminds me of a joke.
That was a wonderful intro.
It was great.
That was pretty good.
Classic.
Solid.
Well
All
done.
right.
We're a well-oiled machine, folks.
We do this all the time. We are at Trove Brewing in Burnsville, Minnesota this evening. We are here with Jeffrey and with Nate. And Nate, I don't know if I say, are you from Trove or are you from breweries? You're from multiple breweries.
From breweries. Yeah.
Jeffrey, I can say Jeffrey
From
is
breweries.
Trove.
I just exist in the ether at this point. I'm
Okay.
just a.
He's born out of the flames of other breweries.
That's right. Forged in the spent grains.
Yeah, exactly.
Anywhere USA.
Depending on when this is released, my existing title, as it sits today on what day is it? The 12th?
The
November
13th.
13th. Oh, November 13th. As it sits today, November 13th, I am the vice president of Invictus Brewing Company. That'll change. I am the owner of Credo Brands LLC. I am part owner of Trove Brewing Company. I am doing a food truck thing and a bunch of other nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the list gets longer, but that's
Yeah.
that's the quick cliff notes.
Yep.
I like this. That's
Can I
a
ask?
lot of
I want
titles.
to ask a question. So, you have for a long time been involved also with the Minnesota Craft Brewers Guild.
Yes, I'm the existing. I am the sitting treasurer of the Minnesota Craft Brewers Guild right now. Yep.
Okay. And when is that term over?
So I got elected on for 2 years originally.
Okay.
And this is my second term. So I'm wrapping up my third year right now at the end of this
Okay.
year, which means I've got on paper one more unless
Okay.
I run again or that kind of stuff.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
Well, thank you for helping out with that. That's a big deal.
That has been one of my favorite things. I love being part of the Minnesota Craft Brewers Guild. It's such a cool community, and like I'm not trying to like pitch it right away, but like it's a great way to ingrain yourself more into the industry, learn more about what's going on, fix some stuff at your brewery just off of like the networking of what's going on and the organic part of it. I mean, I've said it before on this on One Pint Stand. Jeff Ziert is really good insight.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a font of good information.
Absolutely.
And also, we're recording this on November 13th. Happy Veterans Day.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Very important.
I got my Hy-Vee breakfast. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Didn't make it to Applebee's, but
Yeah, it's because you're doing some free pints.
I was here.
Yeah. I love that there's so many places that really go all out for veterans on Veterans Day. Like, come in, get free meal, a lot of free drinks, coffees, you name it. That's really cool.
The rabbit hole of that conversation, absolutely. What's really fun, for me anyways, is all of my military buddies are like further down south, like Hastings, Minnesota. And so I don't really get to like connect with them very often. But on every Veterans Day, I'll go to like a Hy-Vee or a Chili's or, I don't know, Cracker Barrel or whatever it is. And I wind up talking to the coolest 70, 80-year-old men about old war stories and nonsense. It's so much fun. It's like just walking into a Legion organically and just like chatting with folks.
Yeah. There's such a camaraderie
Absolutely.
with that,
and everybody wants to share immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very special.
I love that. And Jeffrey, Trove,
Yes.
I get to see you all the time
Yes.
because I come hang out here because this is one of my favorite places to come. And I'm so excited that we're finally doing an episode down here because I've wanted to come down here and do one since we started this podcast back January.
January, yeah.
So all my dreams are coming true today.
Yeah, no, it's a fun spot. You know what I mean? Dan's been down here before. And, for us, it's really important to have you guys down here to just help us spread the word for Trove and for the industry and to keep, small businesses alive. I'm sure we're going to get in a lot of that. But, we're struggling like everybody else. It's kind of tough out there in these worlds. So for us, it's like, anything we can do to help out. So we're glad you're here. So thanks for coming down.
I mean, it doesn't take much to get us out for a fun evening of conversation and loudmouth soup. Cheers.
Loudmouth soup.
Loudmouth soup.
I'm hearing new terms today. I like it. Biscuit over 21 was a new one. Loudmouth soup. I'll take that one.
Are we going to talk about the other one?
I don't understand the other one, but I heard it.
We do need to get through. What is everyone drinking?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am drinking the in between, the cherry vanilla porter.
I'm on the home stretch of this Kölsch served in the nice Kölsch glass.
Yes.
And I just love a Kölsch.
Yep.
It's I know it's a little balmier out, and most people would say, "Don't you go for the heavier stuff?" No.
Yeah.
Kölsch time is all the time.
Yeah. I love the Kölsch. It's a great style. Yeah. What are you drinking?
Me, traditionally, and you'll get tired of me saying it, the Hefeweizen is the best way to go at Trove Brewing Company when it's available. When it's available.
I had a nickel.
If you had it, it's highly requested for a good reason. But I think that Jeffrey does a really, really good job of a hazy IPA. And I know that Minnesota is like hazy IPA central, but he hits the nail on the head. The Oddity is what it's called.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm also drinking the Oddity. Normally I'm drinking the Goon, but we're a little low on that. So I'm going to let the guests have that, and I'm going to drink what we have the most of, which is the Oddity right now.
Excellent.
Yeah. Is the Goon the West Coast IPA?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you clarify really quick why it's called this horrible term in...
The Goon?
Dan's a teacher. He understands why it's not a good term.
Oh, well, it's a comic book that I love. It's called The Goon, and I named it after that. Yeah.
So nothing nefarious.
Nothing
Just
nefarious.
a good old-fashioned, wholesome comic book.
Yes.
I bring it up because when he named it that originally, I kind of like side-eyed, and I was like, bro, like either you're a hockey fan or you're
Right.
like jabbing at me because you think it's funny. And then he explained, he's like, no, this is an obscure Dark Horse comic book from,
Right.
it was like 2002?
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that one. Since then, I've acquired several of them.
Yeah.
Several issues. It's really cool. It's basically just this like rough and tumble thug
Anti-hero
who
story.
just
Yep.
he just drinks and beats up zombies.
It's awesome.
There's no reason why the zombies exist in the world of the comic
Right.
book. They're just walking through the streets. It's obscure. It's great.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Cool artistry.
Yeah.
How do you normally go about naming your beers?
I have a list on my phone of things that inspire me, but usually comes everything from music, TV, pop culture, stuff like that. But the main thrust of it is everything has to kind of tie around either vaudeville or like speakeasy type of 1920s culture. So most things, not all, but most of the beer names, like the Curtain Call, Cream Ale, Oddity, Sideshow, Goon, all that kind of stuff kind of ties back to things that are like vaudevillian. So yeah, that's it.
I like a good theme.
Yeah, I like to keep it consistent, building a brand here in Burnsville, Minnesota.
Well done, Jeffrey. Well done. I'm going to slip up at some point. You go by Jeffrey.
Yes.
I was always introduced to you as Jeff.
Yeah, only my parents call me Jeff, but they name me.
Gosh.
They call me whatever they want.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry if it comes out for Jeff.
No, it's all right. No problem. Yeah, Jeffrey it is.
It wasn't until
ERY.
recently when Grant has always called you Jeffrey, and I thought he was just being very formal, and that's my boss, so I'm going to call him by a formal name.
My full name's Nathaniel, by the way, Grant, just so you know.
Please don't call him that. I like full names, but yeah,
I just always thought that was a Grant thing, but that's actually,
that's the thing,
yeah, you're a Jeffrey, not a Jeff.
Yeah.
We are going to dive into some things that are new and upcoming at Trove, give people a reason to come down and visit you guys, other than all the reasons why I come and visit you. Part of this, too, we're going to talk about some kind of current events that are going on right now. You guys have a plan to start THC drinks, hopefully January 1st?
No, in like 2
Sooner.
weeks.
Oh,
Yeah. Next week. Well, we're
What's
gonna be
happening in
making-
15 minutes if the guy in the parking lot has anything to do with it? Is he not affiliated with you? Why did I give him my car keys?
He's
No.
the result of the ban.
Yeah.
Sir?
But it's got to happen quick, yeah.
Do you want to talk to that first?
No,
or you want me to?
you start. You start.
Yeah. So that is a project that I'm kind of spearheading that Jeffrey's helped me out with quite a bit. The current markets, or I don't know, the area where craft breweries are at right now, we are all equipped really well to manufacture what is abbreviated as LPHE, low potency hemp edibles, or beverages. I have been involved in the manufacturing and that with Invictus. Sorry, there's a bunch of like aspects to this. Here, I'll backtrack a little bit. Some news, breaking news, however you want to look at it. Invictus Brewing Company is going away. Hasn't been super public. We'd announced that we were going to relocate, and we aren't anymore. After a big
Aw.
decision with all the owners and how difficult it is to buy real estates, just with the market where it's at, decided we're going to shut our doors. I've been involved in their THC program since 2022. I've been seeing the growing trend of what that is, and I got to see firsthand the benefits of what these hemp drinks can do for folks in the realm of like, I don't want to drink alcohol anymore, or I need a different supplements or whatever. I get a little personal for a second. My dad just got diagnosed with cancer 3 months ago. Stopped drinking alcohol entirely. This has been a great supplement for him.
Yeah.
Dude lost a bunch of weight, doing pretty good, but it's been a really good alternative for him. And there's a bunch of people like that where it's, you know, it could be a cancer thing, it could be restless leg syndrome, it could just be like to get stoned, whatever it is.
And that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm taking that energy and I've created this new company, which is called Credo Brands LLC. If you want to ask me why I got the name, it's a really fun story.
I do want to ask you. I want the story.
I know I started this by saying I'm not a big cinephile, but have we all seen We're the Millers?
I know what it is. I don't know that I watched it.
I've seen it.
Hey, Grant's over there in the back corner with a hand
Grant's
up.
got it.
Yes, so that was Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, and some other kids going on a road trip because they were trying to like move drugs, which ties to
What
the
year
reason
did that
for this.
come out?
Was that like a decade ago?
Somebody use their Google machine.
I want to say I want to say like 10 years ago. But
Okay.
in the
Got-
movie,
got
in
it.
a very specific scene, the daughter brings back a carny to their mobile home. His name is Scotty P, and they have this like sarcastic back and forth of like, so Scotty P, tell me about you. And he goes, like he's got this dumb retort, and they notice a tattoo across his chest that says "No regrets" that's spelt wrong.
No regrets.
Exactly.
It's like with the letter A.
Regrets.
And so Jason Sudeikis says like, so what's up with that? And he goes, oh, no regrets as my credo. The best way I could do that laugh.
Oh my God. Don't ever do that again.
And I thought
You
it was
scared away the guy
hilarious.
selling THC in the parking lot, though, so it's not always,
God.
not all bad.
And so I thought that was a hilarious line. I loved it. And so I wanted to take that and turn it into like an actual thing. And so Credo Brands got formed. Credo Brands is this overarching business that we're manufacturing. We got our wholesale license through the Office of Cannabis Management, and we're going to be doing some retail stuff in the later term, but we'll figure that out with new things that are going on with the government.
When you say the name in your head, do you have the laugh that
all
goes
the time.
off with it?
All the time. It's ingrained. It's like when I close my eyes, it's in the back of my eyelids.
So that movie came out in 2013.
2013?
Yep.
Hey, check that out. I was 1 year out of high school.
Oh, God.
Dan's like,
So
Wait, Dan.
I slipped my first disc in 2013, and I'm not talking about a CD.
and I named it.
So that's a very long-winded way of saying there's been this like build up to this, and with Jeffrey's help, we are going to start manufacturing THC beverages through here as like a contract.
Okay.
So he's going to be the guy who does all of the work and helps me out with it, and then I'll be the guy who retails or sells it out in the world, wholesales.
Yes. And so, I think that breweries these days need to diversify, especially small breweries like ours. The amount of people that are drinking beer has shrunk. They're drinking THC. They're doing other things or just abstaining completely. And so for us, it's really important to have several irons in the fire. And this is a big one that I was able to, do my Jedi mind trick and get him, Nate, to do this with us is, not only, I think a good partnership, but, really important for us as a small business to be able to do this kind of thing. And, when we first set out, we wanted to be very beer centric, and that's great. And we are. But the problem is like we have a lot of spaces not being used. So we can do things with other breweries. We can make more THC. We can do all this stuff in the back and utilize the space in the back of the house to create revenue. And that is going to be really important for us moving forward.
One question I have is that, there's also some small breweries, and kind of getting back to something you said, Jeffrey, that, breweries need to really get creative if they're going to stay afloat in these like uncertain kind of, when the goalpost keeps moving kind of a time.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You have a lot of space. I know there's smaller breweries that are doing well, but they're at capacity.
Right.
Do you think that a viable solution for some places to kind of like weather the storm is start pooling resources? Like if you have extra production space or time, contract brewing, or like I remember way back when it was bad weather. I think it was Excelsior, and they all brewed out of the same place over in like the Western Burbs off of like Baker Road, kind of very close to where Boom Island is. And they started out that way, and it was 3 breweries breweries operating out of one brew house. I wonder if that's not a solution, for some people, because I know Paddlefish, when I interviewed them in the summer, they were like, yeah, we're kind of maxed out. We can't brew more. So they were like trying to talk about like what are some, contract brewing options and things like that.
Right. And we have explored that. I mean, you hit the nail right on the head. We are definitely doing that. And there are breweries that, we're not totally allowed to talk about yet that aren't Facebook,
Facebook official.
official.
That's an old term too. Wonderful. All right.
I told you I was old. This also happened way back in like the 90s. So I've been in the beer industry way back then when a lot of breweries were buying each other, doing this other kind of stuff. And it feels like that now, but in a smaller sense where a lot of smaller breweries can get together and help each other out.
Yeah.
I have the space, you know what I mean? So I guess it's a little bit of an advertisement. I have the space to do that kind of thing. And we have the skilled employees to do that kind of thing. And we can, shout out to Grant. And to us, that is another avenue of revenue. And we are in talks with another brewery to do that kind of thing. We already have paperwork into the TTB to do contract brewing with them. But of course, the government shut down.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We had it in 2-3 weeks and then the government shut down. And so I had to call this brewery and be like, well, we're just kind of waiting to see. You know what I mean? And so now I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? We got to start things back up again. The government's back up and running. But it has been extremely frustrating because, like you said, the goalpost keeps moving.
Yeah.
And for us, it is infuriating because we're just a small business trying to make moves to make us, profitable. And right now, there are certain parts of the government that aren't helping. And we're doing our best. Yeah. But yes, we are doing that. We are looking at other breweries to brew in this facility, for sure.
Yeah.
And it is, to what you said, it's really important for everybody right now to be looking at what other opportunities exist out there, whether that is THC, taboo now, whether that is food concepts, whether that is co-packing, contracting. We are implored now more than ever to really stretch our mind and figure out what is going to bring an audience in here and how we're going to find some money.
Right.
Come up with a new, energy drink's a bad idea. But
Right.
Yeah.
Monster one.
Or a lot of people are moving to the brew pub model.
Brew pub model makes sense too.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. Gauge your community, what makes sense in the area that you're at.
Dirty soda.
He's going to listen to this.
We don't have to go to dirty soda. But all I know is that here's the...
Yeah, you should be
Is that like a
creative.
combo of a Mr. Pibb and a martini? What's
Yes.
What is that?
It's very much like that.
My name is Bond, James Bond. I'll take a dirty soda if you
it's-
know what I mean.
It's a whole thing. But right now, it's like,
As
honestly...
Mormon James Bond, just so you know.
Okay, sorry.
It's pretty good.
That was great.
But for me, it's like, I don't want to do anything else. I want to do this. I want to be in the
Right.
beer industry. I've been in it my whole life. And so, the river runs deep for me, and I want to make this work.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do everything I can. And that means, THC and, bring food in here and maybe do the brew pub model and all that kind of stuff. Those are all things that we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to get back to the THC stuff because there's some legislation that was passed and is going to be a concern for THC in Minnesota going forward. I don't even know the specifics of all of it right now. I've heard that it's kind of dumbing down the amount of THC that you can put into beverages down to 0.4 instead of like normally
They're like
you get a
0.6 milligrams?
Yeah, normally you get a can of
0.4?
THC and it's like
Okay.
5 milligrams or 10 milligrams. I feel like things are very heavily regulated in Minnesota, and even talking to you in the past about the things that you've had to do to prepare for doing THC out of here, there's a lot of hoops to jump through. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do. There's a lot of regulations that go into it. Maybe it's not like that in other states, but for us here, that's kind of a big deal.
It's a very long-winded conversation. So yes, absolutely. Minnesota specifically did a great job of being the forefront of THC in the United States. We built with the Craft Brewers Guild, with all the brewers that did this, we built the framework and like the artificial regulation of how to do this safely, responsibly. We did a great job, and
They did a great job.
and other states recognize that. You look at Tennessee, you look at New Jersey, everybody looked over to Minnesota as a framework for how it is they should be doing this. And then at the beginning of this 2025, this year, Minnesota changed that and respectfully bastardized it. With the best of intention, they wanted to make sure that things were really safe, but they just made it so much more difficult and adding unnecessary licenses, compliance, regulations that kind of just made it worse.
And redundant.
Yeah, that's a good way of wording that. I don't want to say bankrupted businesses, businesses, but they put a lot of folks right at the edge of like, we don't know if we want to do this anymore because of new compliance issues. And that was 2 weeks ago.
What were some of those things? Or like what were some of the things that changed financially?
So I can give 3 really good examples right away. A label compliance was a really big one. There are folks that heavily invested in printed cans, have like a lot of spools of labels of things that have been selling for the past 2 years. OCM came down, legislature came down, saying what's on your label now is no longer in compliance. You need to have these 2 icons on here. You need to have all this specific verbiage. You need to redo all of this in a way that's not convenient. If it was just like a little line, easy, this is a makeover. And so folks that were doing well, that had a stock of inventory already, either had to burn that inventory or add a lot of expense to it. So that made it difficult.
Yeah.
Then they added licenses, which the deadline for licenses for both, or for manufacturing, distribution, and retail got cut off on October 31st. And I'm going to come across like I'm complaining, but I am.
It was tough. I mean, and it's hard to navigate. The websites aren't very clear, and there's just a lot of, it's just a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah. On the license side, you had to file for a manufacturer's license, which, okay, that can kind of make sense, right? You need to make sure that you're going through the right channel. If you were a self-distribution brewery or entity, that was no longer really an option because the wholesale license is $10,000. That's a pretty big chunk of change for a lot of small businesses to go and fork that over. And so the smaller guys, I don't want to name names, but said, you know what? I'm not going to fork over that because I only get this percentage of my business from this. That's just too difficult. I'm not going to do that. And so that gives more power to the distributor or to the outside folks to come in. The last one is, and the most important, is the testing requirements. And so up until this new thing passed, you were able to test in whatever like accredited THC lab exists in the United States.
It's 2.
No, so up until this point. Right. So you can send it out to Colorado or Wisconsin or whatever it is, whatever your sample is, and make sure that you get the right dosage inside of your package. Make sure that you don't have any heavy metals, pesticides, whatever it is, and then you get cleared. You've got your certificate of analysis, your clearance. You're good. You are 2 thumbs up. Moving forward, it has to be tested in the state of Minnesota.
Oh.
There are 2 labs currently. 1 on the way, supposedly. Can't speak for all of that. I'm not
We
perfectly...
don't know now, though.
I don't know. This is all the stuff leading up to the new ban, right? So it got difficult first, and it's getting more difficult. So the lab or the testing requirements will make it so taxing because it's going to be this bottleneck effect. Everybody's going to go to these 2 entities saying, hey, I've got a new batch of whatever it is. I need to be able to sell it so I can make some money. There'd be backlog 3 weeks or more.
Oh,
now,
gosh.
I was talking to another head brewer who was saying that one of the things was that any THC beverage that was sold here would need to be tested here. Their take was that so some of these THC producers from out of state wouldn't pay like extra money to have their beverages tested in a different state, so they were going to pull out. So that might be like a silver lining, but
it could double-edged sword. It could thin them out because they don't want to test in Minnesota because it's going to be so backlogged. Also, if they're manufactured outside of the state of Minnesota, they don't have to get a manufacturing license. They didn't have to go through all the hoops that we did. So they've got a quicker way in.
Oh, sure.
But a little bit of a difficulty to continue.
Okay.
So depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
So all of that's going on, and we felt these constraints. Again, reiterating, I think regulation is important for health, safety, all of that.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not opposed to it. It was just done in a really uncomfortable way.
Well, this is like everything. You know, when something good happens and everybody's doing it, somebody comes in to make it. So the only people who can really play in the pool are the people with the resources and the bigger companies.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the annoying part.
That's the annoying part.
Yeah.
Yep.
The exact same thing with the THC ban.
And then fast forward to last night, 2 days ago. I'm kind of losing track of time at this point. For me, last Friday, when it all got proposed, hemp ban throughout the United States of America.
Yeah. Thanks, Mitch McConnell.
America.
So Mitch McConnell and some other folks decide to like weasel into an appropriations bill a federal hemp ban for specifically lower potency hemp edibles in what they were calling a way to close the loophole because they saw 2018's ag bill as like not okay. Like, oh, well, you guys just got drugs in here and it shouldn't be all right. And we, not just Minnesota, but a bunch of other states now have, like I said, built the framework and we've shown that not only can we do this responsibly, but there's all of this benefit, there's all this tax revenue, there's all of this good that comes from it. And there's always going to be, a bad egg out there or two, right? Bad players, whatever. And there'll be some incidents. I don't want incidents to happen, but the large swath have been doing this the right way.
Yes.
And so that came down. Now, as it was passed the other night, we have a 365-day deferment until an actual ban is put in place. So we got a year, and that year means either sell as much low-potency hemp edible as possible,
or fight.
Yeah, and I think that Minnesota, I think that's all the other states, I think the stakeholders in this will do exactly that and prove that we can do this the right way, that we have a space in the markets, and we're just going to proceed forward as if we can fight the right way.
Yes. I think there's a bunch of politicians, putting their will into this bill. And I think that the will of the people actually, from Texas, everybody, this is not a left or right issue. I think that everybody in between wants hemp and they want THC-derived beverages. Smoking it is one thing, but everybody wants, edibles. They want seltzers. I think that there's going to be a big movement to change this. So
one of the things that I think Minnesota did right early on was the provision to make sure that we could sell these things in liquor stores. And what I think we did right about that was, I know this is like a political conversation where not as upbeat and fun, but what I like the benefit to the liquor store specifically was Gladys or Bertha or whoever it is who's been buying vodka from there.
Gladys
or Bertha?
Bertha.
You said you're 31 years old. Have you ever met a Gladys or a Bertha? I'm calling bullshit on that. Where'd you get those names?
Were retired in like 1920, I think.
Patsy. I don't know.
I'm Gladys. I would like some of that THC.
She's been buying vodka from the same liquor store forever. Yeah. And she finds all of a sudden that she can buy a THC beverage. She won't think as much about that as she would if she had to go to a dispensary. She sees a dispensary, she sees drugstore, drugs are scary. She sees this and she goes, oh, this is comfortable because Mark behind the counter has been serving me forever. They wouldn't do me wrong.
That's right.
And that helps with her restless leg
Super
syndrome.
Smart. I get it.
Yeah. Yep. The anxiety that's out there, the shoulder pains, the whatever that is. We're not here to cure it.
Not stigmatized. It is not,
destigmatized, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It is not one of those things where, people feel like they need to hide from it anymore because people come in here and they, all walks of life, 21 up to like in their 80s, ask me if I have THC beverages.
Yeah, that's a very long-winded way of saying that we've got a new challenge ahead of us, and I think that we can handle it, and we know what we're doing. So we'll see what happens.
I also wonder how much of the distiller lobby was in McConnell's ear, because he is from Kentucky, and they see that that piece of the pie cutting it. Oh, I'm absolutely sure that's it.
Their pie's already gone. It's already gone.
That's the tough argument is and we've said this here, is if people are drinking less alcohol, would they go back to alcohol if THC is illegal? Probably not.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
you're going to find something else.
Yeah. Everybody's watching Joshua Block on TikTok, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to drink another beer in my life. If anybody gets that reference, no, really? No. There'll be one listener in this who's like, I know what we're talking about.
I would like to hear from that one listener, please.
I don't want to drink anymore.
Joshua Block.
Not going to go look this up. It's going to ruin my life. I can tell already.
It will.
I just wish we should be able to decide. The consumer. Give us choice.
Correct.
Let us pick what we want. If I do research and I find out that, okay, health-wise, alcohol isn't for me, I should have the option to choose something else, but still occupy spaces like breweries so I can hang out with my friends and experience that social part of it that I think we all really love. But it just, I don't like I'm going to take my ball and go home so none of us can play. That's the frustrating part.
It's a good metaphor.
And Mitch McConnell can suck it. I hate that guy.
I don't understand how he's even still there making those kind of decisions.
I know. Remember that one time he just deer in the headlights at
more than one time.
More than one
singular time.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell. I can't remember what my name is. Screw him.
But again, I don't know. I think that this will actually end up being, I think that we watched this one gentleman on Instagram, but I think it'll be a good opportunity for everybody to kind of get together, get this done for everybody once and for all, and just make it legal and just settle it. You know? I think that we're up to the challenge and we can do it.
I think so. Yeah, we're going to see a big influx of folks that once the consumer realizes what's been proposed, the liquor stores, the retail that's out there, they're all going to get flooded. People are going to panic. They're going to buy a bunch of it. The ones that want to stick around and say, hey, we're here to stay, will be the ones that wind up winning. And it'll also help to prove that, what people want to continue buying this, they can do it, I'll keep saying responsibly, but in a responsible manner. And if we build a cap that's universal, then we can do it in a way that makes sense.
I feel so much better about this now because as soon as I started seeing headlines and reading articles about all of this, all I could think of was you at Trove because I know this has been a big push. We're going to do this. This is so exciting. This is coming up. This is happening. And then this comes through.
I just couldn't. My reaction to it at first was like, throw my phone through a wall type of thing. I was like, what is why? Like, how does this all of a sudden happen in the universe? Like, why? I just didn't get it. And so for me, it was just like one of those things where then the next reaction was, getting pissed and, wanting to fight it and like do other things. And you know what I mean? So then these guys came back to me and they're like, we're still in it. Let's do this. And I was just like, I don't know if I can cuss on this podcast, but
You can.
We already
you can.
but I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
When I heard the news, I like immediate panic went through my eyes really quick as like you kind of go through like all of the what ifs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go down to my basement to grab like the de-stressing drink. The only alcohol in my house was a bunch of champagne left over for my wedding. So I had to go up to my wife and be like, I'm really pissed off.
Let's celebrate.
He's fancy.
Right.
It's fancy when he's
Fancy
pissed.
biscuit of a 21-year-old.
Yes.
Glug, 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 glug.
But yeah, I know it's very frustrating. But it's like, Nate, wants to push through, and I think that he's right. So we should do that.
I'm
Yeah.
getting in line behind you, Nate.
Heck yeah.
Lead the charge, man.
Yeah. So look for stuff from Credo Beverages, Credo Brands. Really soon here, we should be packaging stuff in the next like 2 weeks here. I brought some examples of the first iteration of what's going on. I bought the brand Voltage from Invictus, so that is my concoction now. So going forward, that is going to be mine amongst a couple other brands, and then I'll be distributing a few other folks, friends of mine as well. So we'll hopefully be a leading force.
I love this. That's exciting. That's very cool. I didn't realize when you brought these out to the table that's what.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like handing Grant some beverages
You're
for
just like,
him to take
yeah,
home.
here's drugs. No, yeah. So yeah. I'm not that kind of friend, unfortunately, yet, but I'll get
Here's
there.
a new
really
black
soon.
tar heroin seltzer we've got in the works, and this packs a punch. I'll tell you. If you thought putting a double shot of espresso in your drink was wacky,
If I can talk about fun names for things that'll never get cleared, when Trove first got like put together,
the look on Jeffrey's face.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah,
Like,
well, man, we're gonna get sued.
if you remember this or not, I've run the idea by this spot more than once. Is a beer called Oops All Microplastics, and it hasn't. And it hasn't happened yet, and I think it's wonderful.
Oops. Oh my.
Can you just
We
add
can do
that
it.
to your list?
I can do it. It's, a chalkboard. I can change it. No problem. I can change any beer to that right now. Oops. All micro.
I understand the stigma behind it. People be concerned, but I think it'd be funny.
It would be funny. Yeah.
At least you're being upfront about it.
Yeah.
You're not just sneaking them in.
Right? The idea is to put him on the spot now, so he has to say yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's never going to happen, but yeah.
I mean, it could happen. You guys do here at Trove. You do some collaboration beers with regulars in your
Yes.
Geeks and Gurus small batch beer series.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things that I hatched a very long time ago when I was coming up with Trove. Geeks and Gurus was supposed to be a special series that we did, but it didn't start out as what it is now, as most things do. So it just started out as something fun for me to be able to express myself and do different things when it came to beer styles and stuff like that. So that's how it started. But then once we got here and we opened, I started working with other like home brewers and regulars and just customers that wanted to brew things for crazy ass reasons. like their cat that passed away.
The Dead Cat beer.
Yep, the cube. And so all of these things kind of snowballed themselves into this thing that was just kind of awesome and wonderful, and where we, bring people in that are regulars. Like today, we brewed a batch of beer. We brewed a Belgian Golden Strong Ale with some regulars, Nate and Anna. They're huge fans of ours, just fantastic, wonderful people. And they, wanted to get in on the action, and we're like, okay, we'll schedule something. I had a recipe of a favorite beer that they really liked, and we brewed that today. Other things, iterations have been, the cube, the cat, this couple wanted.
And I'm sorry, I called it the Dead Cat beer because
That's
you told me the story about it, and that's all I can think
Yes.
of when I think of that beer.
I get it. I know, I get it. It's a very different, off the wall reason, but at the same time, we're like, okay, let's sounds kind of fun. Let's do this. You know what I mean? So we came up with a recipe, a Saison, that's our favorite kind of beer. And then we put it up on the board and named it the Cube and all that kind of stuff. And it sold out and, like really fast. Other ones were from
What's the batch size on these?
I mean, just 10 gallons,
Okay.
like super small.
Okay.
Yes. But I mean, for us, it's not about, making money or anything like that. It's just more about experimentation. So the whole slogan around Geeks and Gurus is F around to find out. To me, it's like, let's just do some fun things. Let's do some different things. And in 2026, we're going to get a little more jiggy with it. So you don't know
Do
that
you get
reference?
that reference?
So that was a song, Nate, back in the
Right, yeah.
back in the
I'm looking at you,
90s.
Nate. Look at you, Nate.
Probably.
I don't even know what that was.
I've heard the term. I
Yeah.
actually don't. I can't identify.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
DJ Jazzy Jeff. I don't know. Will Smith. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Really? Oh, all
DJ
right.
Jazzy Jeff. Yeah. But I mean,
That's
we're
a
gonna
deep cut.
we're gonna be doing some new things and fun things in 2026 and doing more of that. But it's just a small batch because our small batch is a lot different than other people's small batches. Some people are doing 10-barrel small batches. We do 10-gallon small batches. That's what we do. Super proud of it, and we put out some really good recipes. Like we had a choke cherry sour that we did with Fish Dream, which is not a brewery yet. I get it, but at the same time, it
Delicious.
was really good. Yeah, turned out great. So to me, it's just a way to build community in beer, to get people in here to engage, and then to work from the tap room out. You know what I mean? So word of mouth is always better. We build the love in here when people care. Be like, we brewed a beer with Trove. You got to come, and they bring their family and their friends. And the people with the cat beer, they brought family and friends in for 4 days straight.
That's awesome.
And brought people in. You know what I mean?
They also
Now-
made you a really nice plaque.
Yes, they made a really nice plaque. It was pretty awesome. And, it's just one of those things where it's just like a sweet moment where it's just like really cool. And that's the kind of stuff that we want to do because we've never wanted to be like a big regional brewery. We just want to be your local brew pub. That's what we wanted when we opened this up.
Yeah, the community center.
Yeah, community center. Yeah, absolutely.
The elusive third space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's my second space.
yeah.
Second space for Courtney.
I heard you talking about the different spaces in one of the A One Pint Stand episodes.
Yeah.
And you were talking about your spaces are your home space, your
Yep.
workspace, and then the brewery's like your third space.
Yeah.
Well, I work from home, so I get to count work and home as one,
Yep.
and then the brewery space is my
The
second
third, yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Oh my God, all three of them are a brewery for me.
No.
It's your first space.
I know. I'm telling you right now, my whole life, my hobby, brewing. My work, brewing.
Yeah.
Everything, always brewing. So I get it.
Did you
For
have
sure.
any problems? Like you're turning your passion into your profession. Has there have been any issues with that?
Oh God, I mean, I can name like 50 right now. I mean, everything from money to personal to all of the stuff. You know what I mean? It's all tied together. So there's sacrifices you have to make to be able to run a business yourself, and certain things that that are coming. I mean, I've been running breweries and tap rooms since I was 25. So it's like for me, it's just like there are certain things that you still have to do. Like I still have to bartend and stuff like that to pay the bills and make sure labor is good and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of things that I've learned. But I mean, would I do it any differently? Probably. I probably do it differently, but I would still do it. Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah, strong words. I like it.
You seem to enjoy the beer tending side of things, though. You seem very comfortable. You
yeah.
interact with everybody like you've known them for years.
right. Well, I mean, it's easy, you know what I mean, because our regulars are phenomenal. So shout out to all of my regulars. You're wonderful. Keep coming in.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, I like bartending, absolutely. But at some point in time, I think for me, sooner or later, it's going to come to running the business
Yeah.
side of things to make sure we're profitable, to make sure that Trove is around for a while. So
You guys have some other things upcoming.
Yep.
We talked about food a little bit, but there will be a food situation here at Trove.
Yep. So right now, I mean, I don't know how far you want to go in it, but basically we're, working with Nate again, and we're looking at doing some food here. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because, there's still a lot of permitting and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely talk about the concept, what we're thinking. I just don't want to take up too much of the microphone time because I get
Do
chatty.
it. Do it.
Do it.
It's okay.
We're
Chat
here
away.
for chatty.
Yeah.
So I've got two really cool passions of my own that are kind of getting driven through Trove Brewing Company, which is really cool.
Sure.
The THC thing is great. The food truck, well, so it's, what's the right term we would want to use? It's like semi-permanent food
I'm just calling it our
appendage?
kitchen.
kitchen. That's a good word. I like that one.
What a concept.
I know. But instead of a, $400,000 kitchen.
Yeah, so the idea was we wanted to bring food to Trove Brewing Company because of a multitude of reasons, but financially it's tough to do because it's a huge build out, and like getting the quotes and realizing what goes into it, it's a little deterring. A lot of brewery space is pre-built for that, but still it's a lot that goes into it. We had seen some other examples out in the world, and we came up with the idea of building basically a food truck into a wall. So if, I guess nobody can really see this, but on the east side wall, the idea is to park a trailer, carve a hole into the wall of like a big order here.
Right.
It is part
Pass-through window.
Pass-through window. Yeah, I like that. It's part of the structure, but it's not at the same time. This way, the cost goes down quite a bit, and we can do the things that we really want to do.
Right.
And what's my goal, what we're working really hard towards, and what's been moving pretty well actually, everything just takes time, is something that me and my father-in-law have been, like, we conceptualized like a year ago. It all came from like Tacos El Pastor out in the backyard. And so if
I'm listening.
Yes. So was I.
You said tacos al pastor.
Tacos al Pastor. Absolutely. My wife and her family, they're from Guadalajara. Specifically, her stepdad, my father-in-law, is a very well-trained cook. He went to like Spain and he went to Italy, and he's good at what he does.
Yes, he is.
We had one day out in the backyard where we were invited over right after he bought his house, 3 houses away from mine. It's really cool. It's like everybody loves Raymond. There's no problems with that whatsoever.
Good God. That's interesting. That's a whole nother podcast.
It's a whole other pod.
But they invited us over to do El Pastor, and I was like, I've heard that word before. I've been to Chipotle. I know what I'm envisioning here. No, not a clue. So he had like manufactured, welded this, it's called a trompo. It is, if you've ever had like a Euro before, it's like a side heating element on a spindle.
Yeah.
But the side wall, it's all charcoal. So you have to like hand fill that, and that is the heating element. So you get that kind of like smoky, mesquite, like all of that kind of flavor that goes into the meat. Marinated stuff for a good amount of time, his own marinade. It was phenomenal. I still have a photo on my phone. I sent it to him that day.
He sends it. He shows it to me like every other time we see each other. He's like, "Look at this." I'm like, "I know."
His name's Richie. Me and Richie were like, "This is great. We need to figure out a way to turn this into something that's like more commercial." And then the opportunity at Trove came about where we were talking about like doing food, and all of these things just kind of like welded together in a way where it was like, this just makes sense.
Yeah.
So since then, we've found a food truck manufacturer. We've gotten all of our food suppliers like lined up. We've got a menu put in place. We're doing a mock menu next week over at one of our suppliers' places. It's tracking along really well, and so we're hoping. I'd love to give a timeline. I really wish I could give you a timeline, man.
There's just no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
just want to
can't.
be able to
There's no
circle
way.
a date on my calendar to be, I'm going to Trove on this day because there's going to be food.
I mean, we'll let
Yeah.
y'all know, but I mean, at the same time, it's just like, I think it's harder. It's been harder to get this going than it has to open up the brewery. I'll be honest with you.
Wow.
It's just like crazy, like the permitting, all that kind of stuff is just crazy because
Was the city pretty receptive to that idea?
I wouldn't say they weren't opposed.
Okay.
But they had a lot of safety concerns, and I get it. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to piss off Burnsville. You know what I mean? Because they want to make sure that it's safe. Because they're like, this could be something that other people want to do. This could become very popular,
And then they'd have to get rid of all the chain restaurants
right.
Womp womp.
that you drive by.
Not a problem.
Those are real awesome.
Yeah, those are. I love microwaves, but
Just talk about all
Order up. Beep, beep,
yeah.
beep.
Is that 30 seconds or a minute?
Your coconut shrimp is ready.
Like, oh my God. Yes, no, but this would be like something that they want to make sure the permits are correct for. And so they're using this probably as like a guinea pig, making sure that all of the safety concerns are dealt with before we move forward. So
Yeah.
it's been a chore, but we're, moving forward. And so, but it's like moves like molasses.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
it's
But
really
it's been
good.
super fun. Like the idea, when all this is ironed out, this is going to be like such a cool space.
Yes.
Yeah. THC on retail, some of the best beer that you're going to find in the South Metro, if not
Absolutely.
in Minnesota.
Yes.
And I do sincerely mean that instead of just like a plug for you. Like
I appreciate that.
part of the Minnesota Craft Brewers
Flattery
Guild,
will
I
get you everywhere. I'm just saying.
drink for free anyways.
Yeah. I know. He comes in he tells me he's coming in for his free pint on Veterans Day. I'm like, when have you ever paid for a beer? Get out of town. Never.
This is like a ceremonial free
I
pint,
offer.
though.
Fair enough. Yeah, we did drink it. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I offer to pay for my stuff. But anyways, but sincerely, so like it's some of the best beer that you're gonna find. The space is super wonderful. It's cozy. It's great. And then if we can have food that's made in this beautifully authentic way from a man who knows exactly what he's doing, if we can have THC manufactured in the back with a little bit of retail space over here, so you can pick what your poison is, whatever you're comfortable with, so that way it's open to all audiences, whether that's the non-alcoholic, the THC, the beer, all that. Like we're crafting a space that's we're right on the precipice of it,
and we're very, very excited because it's like for us, it's like we want to be relevant, we want to move forward in this space, and we want to do all this stuff, and we understand the challenges of it and what you have to do it these days. You know what I mean? Like the having food, that's a big deal in the suburbs. You just have to have it.
Yeah.
I thought originally I was going to be able to get away with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just doing the beer, all that kind of stuff. And I thought that would be a good thing. But after COVID, things changed. I just didn't realize it yet. And so you have to change or you have to die. So you have to move. And we're gonna move. So we're gonna make things happen. So with Nate.
flexible rigidity.
Yes.
That's what they called me in college.
Nickname in high school?
You guys have another amazing element down here, though. You've got the beer, you're going to have the THC, you're going to have the food. The community that gathers in this space is really not like anything I've seen at other places. It's incredible walking in the door. There are familiar faces. Now when I come in, I recognize these people. They come here regularly. They know each other, but they're not like a cliquey kind of group that you can't just walk up and start talking to them. They will start talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
They will invite you in. You are part of their conversation. It's such a welcoming community space.
Yes, and that's all in part to our regulars who just are wonderful people. You know what I mean? They're just fantastic. You know what I mean? I'll shout out to Amber because I know she'll be listening. She's an amazing human being, but just all the people that come in here and hang out and support us, not only do they help us keep the lights on, but they help build what we are doing here and just spread the word for our beer and our tap room. And, Angie and I, trying to create something that is just fun and relaxed and a little bit different than your normal tap room. And so I feel like, the community here that we've built has been, beyond my expectations. I didn't really realize, within 2 years that it was going to do that. But I feel blessed. I mean, we have birthday parties. We had, what's that?
Wedding receptions.
Yes. You know what I mean? It's like, just
Is
like
the Navy here?
The Navy has been here. It's crazy in Minnesota. I know. They bought out the whole place. They drank their face off. It's awesome. We just are building a space here that, I'm sure that every brewery aspires to and wants to do. It's just a community space. It's super fun, exciting, and, just like their home spot. That's what we want to do. And I feel like we are slowly building that, and all walks of life. I want to say that because
it's true.
It's very important. I'm sure, Courtney, you can attest to it.
Yes.
And all walks of life, So left, right, center, whatever it is, doesn't matter. So we're not known for TVs here. We have 2 TVs hidden in the corner. So I know we're not really,
It's not why you come here.
I know it's not why you come here. You bring your own entertainment and you're entertained while you are here. So it's like.
Bring your mixer and your microphone.
That's right.
That's the entertainment.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, it's conversation. It's, just camaraderie and all that kind of stuff. And there are people from all walks of life and all ideologies that get along here, and I support it.
It's very welcoming. I've walked into other places and there is a community that you kind of have to work yourself into. You can see the regulars that are in that space and they're having a good time, and you think
that can be really intimidating
it
too.
can be intimidating.
Yeah.
Like I want to be a part of that, but it doesn't feel like I can just walk up and start talking to those people.
Sure.
But here you're going to walk in and they're going to be like, that's someone new. They should come over and talk to us.
Yes. If you're here if you're here 2 or 3 weeks in a row, it's like, forget about it. They're coming over.
Yeah.
And they're going to want to know everything about you.
Yes.
When people understood what my full name was, and I'm not here very often, we're like, Nathan Schneider, and I'm like, oh my God.
Nathaniel Bertha Schneider.
Nathan forgot your middle
Coolest
name.
middle name in the beer business. Not many people know it. That's why they call him Big Bertha. Awooga.
Yeah, sorry. But yes, they're fucking amazing people. So I don't know what to tell you, and so we wouldn't be here without them. And I think that for us, it's like we're going to continue to do that, grow our tent, that's what we're looking to do. Grow our tent. So not just financially, but in the community.
Coming off of that, I'd give you another plug because not to stroke your ego too much, but I'm out in the market. I get to see what's going on like across the greater state of Minnesota, especially even here in the South Metro. And the general consensus is people feel comfortable here. They get to talk to the owner and you get along with folks.
Yeah.
Like one of the best reviews aside from the beer aspect has been we get to talk to what's his name, the dude with the salt and pepper beard. It's not fucking
Thanks.
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Jeffrey. Oh yeah, him. Yeah. Super friendly guy.
Yes.
And everybody loves that.
Yes.
And I hear that over and over again.
Yeah, and that's definitely, there's value in that for sure. You know what I mean? Be bartending and hanging out with people and getting to know people. So, yeah, and great.
I mean, I also think it's when I go to a brewery often and I don't see the owner, that's a problem.
I agree with
Like
that.
I think, and from a business standpoint, I think
Right.
like if you own the
You got to
company,
be around. Yeah.
you need to know what is working and what's not working, and you know the feedback that you get, whether it's solicited or otherwise from your regulars, they will tell you everything you need to know
Yes,
about
they do.
what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They don't hold back
Yeah,
because we have that relationship.
and I think that's important because that shows that they care. Now they don't always go about it in the most tactful manner, but you know, like when I go into a brewery, I'm like, "Where is so and so?" Like, "Oh, well, you know, he just like here, there,
yeah,
randomly."
you can't expect everybody to be around all
It's
the time,
like-
but like still having some aspect of your business, you know, some role in there. Yeah.
I mean,
But like every time,
Some
I mean,
social role. Yeah.
yeah, like in the places where I frequent where things are going really well, like Juno,
Yeah.
Garth, Josh, they're always at Arbiter. Jeff
Yeah.
Ziert is always at Lupulin.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's important, and
Yeah.
I think there's like
I don't
other
know,
places like
I don't know if I have a story about that. I don't know if it's Jeff. I don't remember. Some magical nights like 10 years ago. I don't know.
Some magical night at
Yeah.
I
Lupulin.
love this.
It was a magical night at Lupulin. I'm like, I am at Lupulin. I'm working for Granite City, and my boss and I stopped in, going from St. Cloud, stopped in, and then I'm like peeking back in the brewery, and all of a sudden, some guy taps me, "You want a tour?"
that's
I was like-
He
I was
peeked
like,
up from
oh,
the
shit.
corner of the
I was like-
window.
that
I
sounds
was
like
like-
One
Jeff.
finger.
But I was like, I would love one. And then I brought my boss in, and then he brought us in the back, and he's like, and not only this 10-barrel brewery, but back where they're expanding before they, you know, I mean, they're just in the midst of going crazy. And he was generous with his time, and just, it was an awesome experience. And it's just one of those things that solidified my, like, love for this kind of stuff. When you meet people along the way like that, you just want to do more. So it was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
I could give another example of that just to like name drop because I'm really good at that. Jen from Spiral Brewing Company was a really good example of that for me early on,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
earlier in the career.
She's great.
I remember I ran into her over off of Selby at not the Muddy Pig. What's the bar that's right next to it?
Oh, the Happy Gnome.
No, close to it. It's got the really cool like hidden patio.
Oh, W.A. Frost.
Nah, but we're in the same area. Anyways, I
keep
remember
naming
it. I
it.
remember
Yeah.
it vividly, but that place that I can't remember.
Big Bertha's Fun Emporium and home of the Midwest Back Scratch. I don't know what you're talking.
Home of the Midwest back scratch.
That's right. Now it's different than an East Coast back scratch because
Please tell
there
me how.
not only do you get the salt water, you also get the abrasive accent. The Midwest is just like
Midwest. Instead of it
you're-
being those
you
small little
walk
fish,
out
instead of the small fish that
sweaty,
eating your
no
skin,
longer
it's crappies.
itchy, and you feel like, man, I'm full. I need a
I'm
nap.
full. I don't know what that means, but I'm up for it. Let's do
Mashed potatoes were used. That's all I'm gonna say. Comfort food.
Oh my god, tater tot hot dish.
this. I love it.
But I remember running into Jen. We're at an account. It's an on-premise one. It's right over in that area, and I can't remember the name of the bar, and it's gonna kill me because
It's
I've been
gonna-
there so many times.
Bug me.
I
It's
know.
still open?
Yeah. I can't, it's driving me crazy. They did the mystery shot all the time. It was like $3. I don't know. It's right next to where the Muddy Pig was.
Moscow on the Hill?
It's same area, but really close.
Sweeney's.
Sweeney's.
Oh my
It's
God, we
Sweeney's.
got there.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
got
yeah,
there.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh,
Sweeney's.
God, my sister-in-law used to work there.
Sorry to Sweeney's.
Ay,
That's,
caramba.
I love you, and that was a little misfire in my brain. But I remember like sitting down there.
That is
and
a great patio.
It's awesome. Yeah.
The fireplace?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember sitting down at the bar, and then Jen sits down. I've never met her before, and she just starts like chatting with me in this really pleasant manner of just like we're friends immediately. I was like, oh, cool, great. What do you do? She's like, oh, I'm just part of Spiral. I just sell for them. I'm like, oh, that's neat. And then like a few months passed, and I'm like, you're the owner of Spiral. Like you're modest, you're easygoing, and you're super pleasant. And since then, I mean, we get along great.
Her and Aaron Ziert went to college together.
No way, really?
They lived in the same at Gustavus. They lived in the Swedish house.
I didn't realize they went to Gustavus. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, they're Gusties and really obsessed with the Swedish chef. From what I can. Oh, the popcorn is popping. Bork, bork, bork. You know that guy. Yeah. So
You don't know
Is
that?
this
Oh,
the Sesame Street thing?
Oh
my
God.
What is a Swedish
It's just
chef?
us ganging up on Nate at this point in time.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kidnap you and show you a bunch of stuff. So you can be more
I touched
socially
grass when I was a
adept in
kid.
these situations. How do you not know the Swedish chef?
That's a Muppet. That's or Kermit the Frog or something.
No, well,
Kermit the Frog or something. We need to end this. This is
I
crazy.
don't know what's happening.
Yes, the Muppets.
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we got there.
So I said Sesame
there.
Street. You could have given me a point for that.
yeah.
It's close.
A biscuit over 21.
A
Biscuit
Yes.
over 20. My 3-year-old son is doomed.
You got some work to do.
Yeah.
You need to watch all the Muppet movies, and they're good. They're good, funny movies.
It's,
Your kid will love him.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm force feeding him Ancient Aliens, and it's okay.
How old
I
is
feel
he?
like we need to call
Pause right
social
there.
services. This is like, you traded in the Muppets for, I don't know what that. What did you say?
The collective.
Ancient Aliens, yeah. Where
Is
they,
that a
it, it was
gasp.
it was an old History Channel show, oldish being like
for your
6 years ago.
3-year-old old
Well, yeah,
history
where they
channel
tell you
shows?
that the pyramids were made by aliens, and so is
Oh,
Easter
sure.
Island, and yeah.
I had a
Yeah,
college
that's-
course that told me that. Like
That's-
an entire semester
Did you go
college
to
course.
Gustavus?
No,
He's gonna go to
Hamlin.
preschool with a bunch of conspiracy theories. Yeah, I don't believe that globe. I watched the show. They said the world was flat.
I just keep one record that's got the globe like imprinted on it, and I'm like, this is a globe.
Don't do that.
Abe, if you wind up listening to this in like 10 years, I'm sorry, I'm joking.
I would,
My whole childhood was a lie.
That's what happens when you get to the end of Mille Lacs. It just drops off.
Oh no.
the end of Mille Lacs,
Those
huh?
poor fish.
I haven't made it very far in Minnesota.
We have some work to do with Nate.
Yes, we do. It's okay.
This is what I'm sensing.
Step
We're working
one,
on it.
Muppet
Yeah.
movie marathon.
Yeah. Well,
I
not
mean,
here,
there are
but-
movie nights in the future,
Yeah.
perhaps here at Trove.
Absolutely. I mean, we want to do all that kind of stuff, like movie nights, and I mean, we're going to be doing all kinds of different events here. But I mean, right now, I cannot think of a single one. Why is that?
Movie?
Well, I think movie nights
The
are now
Blob.
going to be directed toward what we need Nate to see, and he has to attend them.
You
Yeah.
have to tie it to like this like vaudevillian like old school era we were talking about earlier, where it is like The Blob or like Son of Frankenstein, but like like really like go far back in the
Yeah.
that'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Or Strange Brew. Does anybody know that movie?
That's a solid one.
Yeah.
I've been told I need to watch
Oh,
this.
we're
and I
getting the
haven't.
glassy-eyed
So,
look from
yeah.
Nate. He clearly hasn't seen it.
I'm with Nate though. I haven't watched it either, and
It's good.
I know it's a problem.
It's
mean-
good. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the first actual beer movies,
Yeah.
around.
Oh, I
Have
should
you
know
seen
this
Beer
actually then.
Fest?
Oh my god, absolutely yes.
Okay, good.
All right.
We're okay then.
Faith in humanity restored.
Yeah, we're going to do like outdoor. Next year is going to be a little bit more outdoorsy for us. So we're going to do outdoor movies outside, drive-in style. But, you know what I mean? It'll be,
If you need a
bring our
ficus, I know a guy.
A ficus?
Yeah, ficus trees.
It's a weird pitch.
They're all the rage.
Yeah.
It's a comforting, creates
a comforting
outdoor.
tree.
Yeah. Indoors or outdoors.
Yeah.
Are we starting with Strange Brew though?
I don't know. We haven't seen. I haven't decided yet. So
All right.
it might be more family friendly.
Oh yeah.
So Toy Story, something like that. So we'll see. Just to bring everybody out because where the kids go, parents go.
That's true.
Oh,
Well,
and
it's
I was
one of the
gonna-
developments. Yeah,
That's what I was going to tell you.
Yeah, Good.
Next door, they're going to be opening up a 70,000 square foot trampoline park.
yeah. It's like a big entertainment center for kids.
Big
yeah.
entertainment center for kids.
When
Like-
you
like
tell me
immediate-
this,
You
you
just-
tell me it's
you just-
trampolines and a climbing wall.
It is. It is like a huge climbing wall, like all kinds of stuff. But
Just
mostly for
describe
kids.
my version of the seventh ring of hell. Well, I'll stay on this side of the wall.
It's a great incentive for folks to come down where it's like, hey,
Yeah.
hang out, bring your kids over here, kick them to the curb, or no, come over here with your kids.
Show them a record. Tell them this is what Earth is like, and have a beer.
Exactly. I mean, if I could have a pass-through wall right here, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But I don't know. We'll see. But they're definitely building it to be open by end of March. But the good thing around here is they're building other things. They built a Zupas. They're doing a coffee shop and a dentist. Super fun.
Well,
You know what I mean? So it can all be exciting. Yeah.
what I like most after visiting the dentist is going to have a beer.
Yeah. Well,
I like
fair
the folks
enough,
that go to the brewery first before the dentist.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Are
It's more
they
relaxed, right?
I don't know about more relaxed, but I'm just spiteful towards my dentist.
are they also revamping Burnsville Mall
Yes.
to
Well, I mean,
put in like
it's a loaded question, but
Oh.
yeah. So they are. So they're having an Asian mall going to be opening up. But
oh,
there's
so
like
that'll be
three,
cool.
There's 3 different, which it looks pretty cool. But there's 3 different companies going to be or have purchased the mall, and they're
Oh.
all doing their own thing.
Okay.
And so we don't all know what's going to be happening there. People were, passing around of like, pickleball, all that kind of stuff. So right now, the biggest thing we know is the Asian mall is about to open.
Okay, cool.
And so that would be pretty awesome. So I don't know, like Eden Prairie, one there.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite places to be. I love that place.
I have a
you been
hilarious
there?
story about that. So
Awesome.
when my last year at the junior high in my district, I teach in Hopkins. They have a Xinjiang program, which is like Chinese immersion.
Cool.
And they brought the kids to the Asian mall for a field trip. And this one kid who I had in 8th grade, he bought a live Dungeness crab. He's like, hey,
When
I
he was
want
there.
when he was there. And so like the kids came back. I'm like, oh, what'd you get? He's like, check it out, Mr. B. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that thing's moving. Well, what are you going to do with that? He's like, I'm going to bring it home and my mom will cook it. And it was, I'm like, okay, great. This is awesome.
Did he bring it
He
directly
brought it
from?
Yes. And I'm like, that thing is not going to survive. You have like 3 more hours here. That needs
Yeah.
to be like in a cooler, like,
Right.
I'm
Oh,
like,
so
I don't
it
know.
had a containment unit for him to like. It wasn't like in his like the
Backpack.
hood of his
Oh,
jacket.
no,
or
it
I'm
was-
something.
picturing like a
It wa-
goldfish bag.
No, essentially that.
Oh my
yes.
God.
This same kid also one time when I had a
This
sub.
is 7th grade.
He was a 9th grader.
Ninth
when
grader.
this
Ninth
happened.
grader with Dungeness crab money walking around.
Well, no, this is because this guy should be a salesman because he had like $5, but he got all his other friends to chip in money so he could buy a Dungeness crab.
He should be a salesman.
Yeah, he had charisma. Also, one time when I
You should
had
run a church. Is what you should do.
when I had a sub,
my-
when you have a sub in school, sometimes they leave notes behind, and he was very funny, but also didn't understand time and a place. So he had like some sort of he said, "Hey, do you have any tape?" And the sub wrote this all down like verbatim. She's like, "Yeah, one of your students asked for tape, and he had a very phallic display. He claimed it was for a health class project, so he just had a cardboard ding dong that he was like passed off as some health project." And they're like, "Well, did you give him the tape?" Like, it's just like that, he's, don't stand in the way of
Progress.
Miguel's scholarly pursuits. It was just
Artistic
kind of funny.
expression.
Yeah, he was a goofball.
That is an amazing
Yep.
story, though.
Yeah, I don't know where we go after that,
I
but
don't know either.
So Asian malls open up over here, and if
Okay,
you want
cool.
to buy a crab and bring it to the brewery, pets are allowed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's that.
that's right. Throw it in the word.
They are allowed. Yes, they are. Yes.
Hey, I've had an oyster beer or 2 in my day.
Ew. No.
All right. Well,
Hey, wow.
Darren from Rapids Brewing Company. Sorry, Jeffrey disagrees.
Oh, really? I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing, but I don't know. Prove me wrong. I'll drink it. If I like it, no. Do it.
One time when I got a tour, back when the big distribution center right by Insight was Johnson Brothers.
Yeah.
I did. We got
Johnson
a
or
tour.
JJ Taylor.
JJ Taylor, that's
Yeah.
what I meant. Yeah. So we got a tour of JJ Taylor, and it was so crazy. But there was
Beautiful
a
spot.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I was amazed at how
bar.
like robotic. Like they have this robot arm that just goes and grabs pallets and like organizes them. But there was a firkin of a oyster stout, and it just had like a taped, handwritten piece of paper in Sharpie, and it said pearl necklace.
I love that.
And I was like, well, that's interesting. What sort of a tour are we getting ourselves into here, folks?
What have we stepped into?
Yeah, it was a little wacky.
This is why we do small business.
Yeah. I've had oyster stouts, though. They're good.
Are they good?
They're a little briny.
I've
Yeah.
never had
Yeah.
them.
I had my first one was at Red Light in Orlando, Florida. I went with Lance Asher from the Growler magazine way back.
Red
when.
light, red light. No.
Red Light. Do you know it?
No.
Oh, great little like brew pub. I don't know, import goofy stuff.
This is
I
great.
didn't,
We need to do this every week.
I didn't make the name up. Swear to God, it's real.
All right, I believe you.
Ask Lance.
All
Lance
right.
is a real person as well. I swear.
All right,
But yeah,
was it a good stout?
It was exactly what Dan just said.
Yeah.
It's got this kind of
Like briny, mineralic,
salty,
like.
I mean, because I love oysters.
There's no oysters in it.
Well,
Is that what you're worried about?
No, I wasn't worried about
Okay.
that. I just worried about the flavor combination.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? So,
It works with the stout. Kind of like, yeah.
all right, fair enough. Let's
So-
try some.
I was picturing an actual oyster as well.
Oh no, I know.
I
that-
think-
I think-
Jeffrey, what I'm hearing is like folks can look forward to a Dungeness crab stout as soon as that. That would be a great collaboration.
Geeks and Gurus.
Geeks
Geeks and gurus,
That's
and
a-
possibly a shellfish allergy.
That is effing around
be-
a little too much.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But I mean, for me, it's like the oysters. Like I thought that would be an
they use-
interesting flavor. But I don't know if I would do it. I love oysters, but
I think they just put the shells.
No,
in
they
there.
use honestly. So I remember specifically with. I'll give Darren another shout out.
because you know how
Darren from-
expensive oysters are. So
Oh, I know a guy.
Oh, God.
Same guy that sells me the ficus stuff. He does oysters too.
all right,
He's a deep sea diver
I love oysters.
in Mille Lacs. He doesn't go to the edge though, so he's never fallen off here.
I feel like all this is code for something
And
else.
we've
I don't
come
know.
full circle.
We'll
Here
keep,
we are.
we'll keep going.
And the
off
British
track
accent
here.
has come out. The geeks and gurus
Well,
is in full effect.
Oh, that was the beer offer. Thank you, Grant. Well, I was gonna say, so like one thing that opened my eyes up, like it was a year or two ago. I was over at Sir Ben's in Duluth. It totally off tangent of like
that
everything
is
that's
a
going on here.
magical place.
Sir Ben's is fantastic.
Yeah.
Josh does such a great job of just having this like cozy little vibe with good beer. And
Yeah.
I mean, I could say a Reuben tastes good. A Reuben tastes good anywhere. Soggy Reuben at Arby's, 2 thumbs up. But at Sir Ben's, it's really
They
great.
used to call me the soggy Reuben at Arby's.
Oh, no.
But I was up there, like I said, like a year ago. One of his bartenders was like, "Yeah, I just got done with a dive over in Superior." I was like, "Fucking what?" He's like, "Yeah, you know, it's nice outside. It's summer. It's sun's shining and whatnot. Just jump in the water, do a little deep sea
They do
diving."
that up there.
Apparently, yeah,
Yeah.
It's frigid in there. Yeah, Minnesota people are crazy.
Yeah, I was freaked the fuck out. I was like, we're like,
I've
my
got
wife
sky-
and my daughter and I were up there, and all of a sudden, some people came out of the lake. I wasn't expecting people to come out of the lake and then up and then into saunas. I was like, oh, okay.
So the Atlantis invasion is happening.
I was like, what is
tell
happening right now?
tell the mayor.
That was All Pines North last year, where it was like a 90-degree day, and everyone's like, "Oh, we wrapped the festival. We're gonna go jump in the lake."
Yeah.
Like that's wild. I understand it's like
Yeah.
July, but still. You know?
I heard stories about this.
Yeah.
Speaking of All Pints, I missed the beer party that St. Ben's would have on All Pints Eve. Remember that? They'd get all the beer trailers in their parking lot. They don't do it. They haven't
yeah.
done that in a couple years.
No, it's been a little bit. Well, so it's another very long conversation. But like Duluth is getting really weird with having All Pints North. It's just so expensive.
Well, yeah, because it's like Vegas prices for hotels.
It's Vegas price for hotels, and so it's like really restrictive on the consumer. It's really restrictive on the breweries. It's tough to get up there to do the actual thing.
Yeah.
We love doing it up in Duluth, and I don't want to like give too much information or like thoughts for the guild itself because it's not my place to say it.
Spill
But
it.
like,
Despite the fact
it.
that you are on the board.
I'm on the board, but I don't want to like publicly say too many things because
Oh,
like
sure.
because like it's a point of contention where we're just concerned because we want to do it because we love it and we're trying to find a way to continue doing it.
Yeah.
And so
That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's tough because it used to be where it's like all these big grandiose like festival parties, pre-parties, like nonsense. I used to sleep in the back of my Jeep or the back of like,
I remember
the brewery
that.
van. Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, then that was my way of cutting the cost to make it happen. It's getting exorbitantly more expensive to
Yep.
come up there, and so
Yeah.
the parties were super fun.
I know.
Nonsense. I met my wife up there. Technically,
That's awesome.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
I met my wife up there because after ingesting an entire festival's worth of things, as well as some tincture from another brewer of a place that I'm really fond of that I won't name drop today, I had enough liquid courage, which is a lot of liquid courage, to Instagram DM a very attractive Hispanic woman on my Instagram.
Wow.
You got to risk it for the biscuit.
Absolutely.
Auga.
I
Your
love
wife is
Dan.
amazing, by
Love
the way.
it.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Such a nice person.
She
Yeah,
is
she's a big fan of yours. Yeah.
She's
Nope.
amazing.
Yeah. So messaged her that night. Didn't remember messaging her when I woke up, and
Wow. Thank you, All Pints North.
yeah. And now we got a 3-year-old.
True story.
True story.
Yeah.
The circle of life.
Yes, and it's all tied into beer. Yes, it is.
It is. Yeah.
I've never, I know this is going to sound really crazy, but never been All Pints North.
Really?
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you at like other beer festivals in the past. I'm like,
What did you say?
I know.
That's crazy.
I've seen you at like other stuff from.
My brewery has, but
Yeah.
I have not. It's personal. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those like realities that you have to kind of like gut check a little bit when it's like you need
Yeah.
to do it here, like, you know, manage the tap room, all that kind of stuff, and then, you know, get up and then get up there and like do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We have volunteers and all that kind of stuff. People are already up there. So, and then last year, Nate went for us.
Yep.
Him in May.
Yep.
Which was amazing. But it's cost prohibitive, and I would love to see that come down so more people would go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's the tricky part.
Talk to the Duluth board for that one.
yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll have to
petition
put
going.
my 2 cents in. You know, because I think it's cost prohibitive, and people could be having a lot of fun and expand this experience. So, but
This
yeah.
year was my first all pints.
Yeah.
I feel like I booked it kind of late, so the hotel was ridiculously expensive, but I thought it was just because I booked it.
No, it would have been
No.
that if you would have booked it in April.
If you
Yeah.
do it 9 months in advance, like they know. And like I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, the Finnish
The
Festival
Finish Fest, yeah.
started happening at the exact same time too. So like they know an audience is showing up, and
So they
because
just jack up the prices.
absolutely, yeah. And price sucks, and it sucks spending that much, but it is such a good time.
It is such a good
That's-
time.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's
I want to say it's worth it.
cost
I mean,
is totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
I had
mean,
no regrets afterwards. I had absolutely no regrets because it was like the
And you almost got
entire
a
weekend.
pineapple frond in the eye.
Yeah, I almost lost an eye. For multiple reasons, I almost lost an eye.
She left it all out there, folks.
My mission for you next year, you need to attend All Pints.
Yeah, I would love to go. Absolutely.
Whatever you need to make
2026
that
is going
happen,
to
I
be
want to
a
help with.
different year for us.
We're gonna
have-
fund it with a Dungeness crab stout.
Yep.
we have our struggles, but we also have our expectations, and
you
we're
name it
going to
the
make
F.
it
Scott
happen.
Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
right. The F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Isn't that a new documentary that just came out, right?
Do you mean the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Oh yeah.
What did he call it?
Dan's gonna lose it.
Dan has already lost it.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah.
I've never seen his face this red before.
Scott Fitzgerald.
He's going to use that
I'd like to hear Gordon Lightfoot do a song about that. He wrote a lot of books, and they were about people who drank in the nice places, all in St. Paul. F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
I realized the error of my sentences. Yeah, after you started laughing, I was
Oh, God. That's good. Oh, man.
If you were gonna make an error, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
That one is going on the
Pour
end of
one out
year
for the F.
bloopers.
F. Scott
Yep.
Fitzgerald.
Oh my god, it's like the 50th anniversary of that too, like the other day, and everybody's posting about I should have gotten that down.
Well, that guy was kind of a prick. He had his wife committed to a mental institution in Louisville.
The boat?
Or no, in Asheville. No, not the Edmund Fitzgerald. F. Scott Fitzgerald. I learned this when I went to Asheville, and the Airbnb host I stayed with had horses at the Biltmore estate. And she was like, do you want to go to the Biltmore? I'm like, yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, well, I could keep my horses there. We could go in the back. Like, we drove in the back way, the Biltmore estate. And then she told me, like, yeah, F. Scott Fitzgerald had his wife committed here so he could, like, live his best life.
Not with her.
Yeah, not with her. It's kind of sad.
That's rough, yeah.
Also sad what happened with the Edmund Fitzgerald. As we all know if you've been paying attention to social media.
Did it sink?
Oh, it sank.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just checking. I just wanna show you.
That's going to stay with me for a long time. Between that and the joke you told before we started recording, I'm going to giggle myself to sleep tonight.
I don't doubt it.
And with that, we are going to wrap things up here at Trove in Burnsville, Minnesota.
Good Lord.
Unless you want to just keep the mics rolling.
I mean, we could keep the mics rolling. Who knows
Sorry,
what's
no,
going
it's
to
fine,
happen
yeah.
at this point?
I don't think anything productive.
Yeah.
Get some other boat and literary references combined.
And biscuits.
And biscuits.
Yeah.
For Christmas, we're theming our actual Christmas party as pirates. And that's not a gimmick off of the conversation. Like, that's very literally, we've got like 20 people coming to our house dressed as pirates this year.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Are there any blind prostitutes?
I'd like to see some photos.
Nobody heard the reference to that. That's a strange question.
Just
Courtney, come on.
just putting it
This
out
is
there.
a
I don't
family
know.
show.
Courtney, how dare you?
Is it?
My sister's showing up, yes.
Oh, my God. It's a good thing she doesn't listen to this podcast.
I went on record that Jeffrey invited me to come down to this.
I did. It's not my fault.
All right, we are going to wrap this up. Where can we find Trove Brewing on social media so people can follow you and do all the things?
Well, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, obviously, and that's where I do most of our posting these days, so you can find us there.
Excellent. Dan, where can people find you?
People can find me at a 1 pint stand on Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, Mastodon, and TikTok.
It kills me every time you say Mastodon.
Yeah, it's a new thing. I have one of my Patreon subscribers is like that's his preferred method of social media, so I'm on there now just for him.
Nice. There you go. That's cool.
And if you want to find my written content, go to a1pintstand.com. Lots of good stuff on there.
Lots of good stuff. I am Courtney. You can find me at The Brewery Adventure on Instagram or thebreweryadventure.com or Courtney at thebreweryadventure.com if you feel like sending me a message about this episode or anything that you heard here today.
If you are a relative of F. Scott Fitzgerald or Edmund Fitzgerald, direct your comments to
livecredo.com.
Biscuit21 at MySpace.
I caught the tail on that. If I get to plug any of my stuff as well.
Yeah.
So very near future, look for Voltage THC out on your store shelves. Look for Amper THC, Botanic THC. It's all under Credo brands. Our partners with Green Elevator THC as well. Look for those. And come on down to Trove Brewing Company to try out Carbon Bites. That's the name of our food truck, and we're pretty stoked.
I am so excited for that to come down here.
I love Al Pastor
Yeah.
tacos. I'm very excited.
I
for
can't
that.
wait to eat them all the time.
Oh God, that's going to be great.
I can't wait. Mostly for selfish reasons because I'm hungry all the time. So
Yeah,
You're going to have to put
Yeah.
in like a little
with
gym
all that
in
THC
the
and
brewery.
tacos.
I know, it's a
Real
perfect
Fiesta del
combination. I'm just
Cha-Cha around
saying,
here.
it's like,
Oh boy, I'm excited.
yes,
That's
me
going to be
too.
great.
Yes,
Al Pastor.
and it's gonna
Yeah.
smell amazing in here. So yeah, I can't wait. So
Because when you do it the right way, you get that like crust that from the the pork gets crispy. So
Yep.
then in those you get that textural difference from
yes,
like
because the fat drips down, and then
It's
you know,
the combination of the fat dripping down, and then also you have to skewer the pineapple on the top and the bottom. So that way you're getting the sweetness that comes down from it. And then
you're making me way too
It's
hungry.
the
I know, I'm
perfect
so
perfect
hungry.
combo.
this is all Richie stuff, but like the marinade he has too, everything soaks down to the bottom. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
And El Pastor is just one of the things that we got going on. I mean, we got influences. This is a better pitch for earlier in the conversation, but we've got influences from Argentina, Venezuela, Korea. This is not a Hispanic specific food truck. We're taking influences from kind of all over and turning it into
Fusion.
I don't want to say fusion entire, but yes, yeah, it's. I just like the word influenced. It's. We're not doing Korean food, but
Yes.
we've got some flavors of these different things that are tying into the small plates that we're gonna be serving.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So,
Yeah,
and
I've had his food. It's amazing.
basically everything's charcoal cooked. So that is the biggest
So good.
push. It's
Carbon bites.
yeah, carbon.
Carbon
Great name.
bites.
I love it.
I'm so looking forward to this.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah, carbonbitesgrill.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Not Twitter. No, sorry. No. TikTok.
All right, that's it for us. Go support your local craft brewery. Support some THC drinks.
Local
Go
ones.
check, local ones. Go check that out, and we will see you next time on the Brewery Adventure.
Cheers.
Cheers! I don't think I talked like that. I also didn't talk to the table after that.
Ruh-roh.
I know.